I have a report you might find interesting. It tells of a chasm in the Vinmark Mountains, and a secret that was said to be buried within. Yet when the Chantry went to investigate, they were turned away by the Grey Wardens.
And why would I find that interesting?
Because the champion was there. I can't help but notice you failed to mention this adventure.
Oh, that? I didn't think you'd be interested. Just some business with Hawke's family. A few Carter dwarves who went too far. You're not going to believe me.
I'll take my chances.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. There it is.
It doesn't look all that dwarven.
These are Carter dwarves, so they're more criminals and smugglers than anything else. They're not usually stupid, though. I don't know why they'd attack you.
I still can't believe they snuck into the gallows in order to get at me.
Don't feel left out. They've been trying to kill me for several days now.
You have a plan, then? I found their hideout, but my sources couldn't tell me anything else. It's all very strange.
Why do you say that? It's just the Carter, isn't it?
As far as my contacts in the Carter know, they shouldn't be here. There shouldn't even be a here. This place is invisible. A big blind spot on the map. Bianca's never been this suspicious, and she's twitchy to start with.
Does it matter? We just need them to stop trying to kill us.
A fine point. So, what's the plan?
Oh, I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. Later, we'll all have tea and we'll laugh.
Oh, your name is Hawke. I thought it was Locke.
Whatever happens, they won't get a chance to attack again.
It's not every day a Templar gets leave for something like this. So let's not make a mess of it, right? I'll watch so there's no surprises. Shout if you need me.
Let's go.
You're finally here. You've come. Everyone, it's the child of Malcolm Hawke. She's come to us.
What does my father have to do with this?
It began with him and ends with you. Blood for blood, that's what we were told.
You're not making any sense.
You've come to us now, and that's the only thing that matters.
You tell me. How could I refuse such a delightfully worded invitation?
We must have the blood. You don't understand.
Oh, blood. Why didn't you just ask?
We will take it. Corypheus will walk in the sun once more.
So, Fenris, we haven't spoken since...
You wish to do this here? In front of everyone?
Kinky.
That wasn't... Never mind.
I've never heard of dwarves using blood magic, but they're obviously after you for something. I'm guessing Corypheus is some kind of demon?
I guess we only get that answer from Corypheus.
The Hawke's blood. The Master will rise. He will be free.
Garav?
Varric? No one told me you would be part of this. We were just going after the Hawke.
Why has the Carter been attacking me?
I can't say. The Master must be free.
Really, Garav? I thought better of you than this. I mean, gutting the occasional competitor for fun and profit, that's the game. But what are you all even doing here? Worshipping demons?
We drink the Darkspawn blood. He calls us.
Why would you do that? Won't you just die?
It's the only way to hear the music.
Oh, come on, you nug-licker. Snap out of it. There's no gold in hallucinating.
An acquaintance of yours, Varric?
Hawke, this is Garav. He's a greedy, brilliant bastard son of a nug from the Carter. Garav, this is Hawke. The one whose blood you want to drink, or bathe in, or whatever. But if you're after eternal youth, I've got to tell you, She's no virgin.
The Master is calling. He needs the blood.
Garav, buddy. This isn't like you. Look, I've still got Bianca. Never misfired a day in her life. You don't want her to see her papa like this, do you?
Varric, you want to spare this bastard?
Not if he's after you, Hawk. Bianca, I think it's time to say goodbye. Reinforcements, you bastard! You poor, stupid bastard. I used to do business with the Carta. Back in the day. Garav was a nutcase then too, but in a good way. He was trying to design a new type of repeating crossbow. Bianca was the only one that ever worked. I can't believe he ended up like that.
Hawk, they told me you were going to be trouble. Too bad your brother's never alone. His blood's as good as yours. I swore to Corypheus we'd bring him Malcolm Hawk's blood, one way or the other.
What does this have to do with my father?
The Master wants you. I don't ask why.
So, it's Corypheus who's after me?
What Corypheus wants, Corypheus gets. From us, or from someone.
Corypheus wants some blood? Sure. Let me just open a vein. Or how about a kidney, too?
Corypheus, we have done as you command. Your sacrifice is here. You will see the surface once more.
What the... What is this? I can feel it inside me.
That weapon draws on your blood, Hawk. There are dangerous magics here.
This is going to take me to Corypheus.
Those sons of bitches. The whole blasted thing's sealed over.
I guess we should have seen that coming.
And they wonder why I prefer the surface.
Thank you for asking me to come along again, Hawk.
Why wouldn't I? More the merrier.
I just am pleased to see you. That's all.
Smooth.
How is it you get into these situations so often?
What do you mean?
Attacked by dwarves, approached by strangers, stumbling upon ancient riddles. Madness.
It's a gift.
Well, I think you should return it. So, Varric, this spy network of yours,
Oh, this I have to hear.
you don't have one, do you? You make it all up.
Could be. That or I have an army of elven urchins. And they're all watching.
You are a strange, hairy little man.
The key! Did they find it? The dwarves. I heard them. Looking, digging. How do you bring the key here?
You mean this? How is this a key?
Magic. Old magic it is. Magic from the blood. It made the seals. It can destroy them.
I came in here to find Corypheus. Do you know where or what he is?
Do not say his name. He will hear you. Do not wake him. Not when you hold the key.
Let me guess. You want to drink my blood too?
Blood? The blood of the Hawk? Are you the Hawk? Yes, I smell magic on you. But you hold the key to his death. Yes, I can show you out, yes.
Who are you? What's wrong with you?
You ask me that? I'm the one who belongs here, not you. You are no Darkspawn.
He's in Grey Warden armor. Maybe he used to be one.
You hear it, no? Hear it calling. I smell it in you. I know the way out. Follow me. Down and in, down and in.
Because I always like to follow the advice of tainted, crazy people.
Not crazy. No. Trust me. I know the prison's secrets. The seals hold us in. Anything comes in. Nothing ever leaves. Not without the key. You must use it, yes. On the seals. Every seal. You touch the key to it. Only then they open. Only for the Hawk. Not back. Not up. Only way out is down and through the heart. Down. Down in the depths.
Well, that made everything much clearer.
Let me guess. The first seal?
2,000 years the magic holds. Never broken. Give it the key. Let it take the magic back to itself. Absorb it. All who came before.
Let me guess. The first seal?
2,000 years the magic holds. Never broken. Give it the key. Let it take the magic back to itself. Absorb it. All who came before. The blood works. It is good.
All this talk about my blood is a little creepy. Are you at least planning to tell me your name?
Name? So long since I've said my name. Larius. I was Larius. There was a title, too. Commander. Commander of the Grey.
He was a warden. Poor wretch must have come down here on his calling.
Yes, the calling. The songs get louder. Only death stops them. I am dead. But I never died.
Anders? What are you talking about?
Wardens aren't immune to the taint forever. In time, we start to hear voices. The same ones Darkspawn hear. That's when they send you into the deep roads. To die.
I've opened the seal. Will the prison release me?
There are more. Follow them in. All the way to the heart. Many locks. Only one key. Corypheus calls. In the darkness. What waits there?
I may have left the circle, but I took a vow. My magic will serve that which is best in me, not that which is most base.
I think Father used to say that. I remember.
be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be. I've bought our freedom, Leandra. We can go home now. Us and the baby. We'll be together. I hope it takes after you, love. I would wish this magic on no one. May they never learn what I've done here.
The baby? He's talking about me. All those things he did for us, for his family.
It must be overwhelming to hear your father's voice again. How are you feeling?
Mother should have been here. And Bethany. Carver. I should not have been the only one to hear his voice. Let's just move on.
He is waking. The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
How could this Corypheus be sending people after me if he's asleep?
He can call, dream, but not know. When the seals are gone, he will wake. And he must die.
Are you talking about Corypheus?
He calls, like an old god. He mimics their cry.
Can the rest of you hear him? I figured it was just me.
He calls them to free him. The dark children and the light. Any with taint in their blood.
If Corypheus isn't an old god, what is he? Human? Demon? Darkspawn?
More than Darkspawn. More than human. He thinks. He talks. He pierces the veil.
An awakened Darkspawn. An emissary. When I was with the Wardens in Amaranthine, we met an emissary like that. Powerful. Persuasive. I didn't realize there were others.
He wants what was once his.
Why are you down here? How have you survived?
The calling. The music. It is our death.
The Wardens say once the corruption goes far enough, the Darkspawn can't sense you anymore. They think he's one of them. He'd be in no danger on that front.
Yes. I lived. But I died. The corruption feeds me. So many years in darkness.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
Stop. Just make him stop talking. Make him stop.
The abomination's hearing voices. How unexpected.
Hang in there, Blondie. We're going to get you out of this.
Ah!
What's wrong?
I can't. The voices. Wardens. The joining. I have too much taint in my blood. I can't shut him out. Help me. I will not be controlled.
Let it go. There's a better way to fight him. Now you fall.
Thank you. I guess they're right. You never can leave the Wardens. I hope I can hold against him. Against them both.
You had better.
He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Who? No! No! They're here!
Who is they? The Carter?
No, worse. More treacherous, more dangerous. The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
Something's happening. The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how? Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawke, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be her. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Seems everyone's interested in your father.
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
Let me guess, it had something to do with this fancy thing?
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary. He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
Why do my family stories never involve embarrassing vacations in Antiva?
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander?
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
No. The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Don't do it, Hawke. The Warden Commander made a deal with one of these. We still don't know the consequences.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
A Darkspawn and a mage. Just what the world needs.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
You must help us.
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the blights?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
This sounds very familiar.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawke. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the blights. No more, no less.
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned Corypheus before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
A convenient excuse.
Corypheus may be as great a threat as the next blight. We can't risk freeing him.
We'll find a way to do this with or without you, Hawke. This prison will be broken. The blights will end. Come.
With me! We will beat them to the seal!
If Larius is right about Corypheus, we're going to have to hurry.
Do not touch anything. The old defenses are active again. Very unpredictable, very dangerous.
There! That's the one Janika wants dead.
You do Janika's bidding.
Janika shared knowledge of Corypheus with the Carta. When she releases the Master, we will be rewarded.
How many of you are there? I thought I'd dealt with you already.
We may die here, but we will take you with us.
No! Don't!
To arms, and pray that Corypheus honors our sacrifice!
Trapped. Carter fools, always where they don't belong. This shouldn't have happened.
Don't touch anything is usually an invitation to touch everything. Didn't you know?
Always a punishment for playing with things you don't understand. There is a way out. Deep down, a small memory, a fading thought. I've been here before. Yes. Yes. Think. There must be a way. I was here once before. A long time ago. The magic flows in streams. They must be joined for the way to open. Yes, that's it.
Did you really think those old wards would stop me? Look at you, barely able to string two thoughts together. You've only made it this far because of Hawke.
You can still turn away. Do not listen to his voice.
You're a fool, Larius, and you should have died here years ago. You're too late, Larius. Hand over Hawke, and I'll give you a quick death.
Hawke has made her choice. The right one.
The right choice or the only choice? Malcolm Hawke was not allowed to disagree.
It is the past. It doesn't matter.
Larius, what does Janika mean by not allowed?
How does she know this? Alec, did you tell her? Malcolm Hawke was reluctant. Had to be persuaded. I was Warden Commander. It was my duty. I delivered an ultimatum. Help us, or you'll never see her again.
You were going to kill my mother.
No, never. He came with us. I never had to decide her fate. She was never told about what passed between Malcolm and me.
You see, Hawke? How can you trust anything Larius says?
Larius's threats were reprehensible, but he's still right about Corypheus.
You can come willingly or not, Hawke. I just need your blood.
He stirs. Slay him now before he wakes, before his strength comes. The key. It's not strong enough. Use your blood. Free him and slay him. Is this some dream I wake from? Am I in dwarven lands? Why seem their roads so empty? You! Serve you at the Temple of Dumat? Bring me hence. I must speak with the first acolyte.
Dumat was the first old god to become an archdemon. There haven't been temples to him since ancient Tevinter.
You look human. Are you not citizens of the Empire? Slaves, then, to the dwarves. Why come you here? Whoever you be, you owe fealty to any Magister of Tevinter. On your knees. All of you.
You're a Darkspawn. Darkspawn. Ravaging the deep roads. Spreading the blight. Does this ring a bell?
You are what held me. I smell the blood in you. Dumat, Lord, tell me, what waking dream is this? The light. We sought the golden light. You offered the power of the gods themselves. But it was black, corrupt, darkness, ever since. How long? The Golden City. The first violation. The Magisters who brought the blight.
That's ridiculous. There were no magical boogeymen who trespassed in the Maker's city. It's a story.
You don't think a Magister would be arrogant enough to challenge the Maker? You need to meet more Magisters.
It's Chantry propaganda.
Where do you think Darkspawn came from?
Some creation of the old gods, no doubt.
Dumat, have you forsaken me? I am your faithful servant.
The Darkspawn aren't just some conveniently explicit lesson on the dangers of magic.
The Chantry teaches that it was mankind's hubris that brought the blights down on us.
The hubris of mages. That's their real point.
What manner of speech is this? How long have I slumbered? He tainted the world. He speaks to all who carry the corruption. Darkspawn and Wardens. He brought Janika here. Brought you.
If he's been calling the Wardens to free him, what's his plan? He seems confused.
He slept. While the seals held, he could not wake. He knows nothing of time that passed. We must kill him now, before he comes to.
First he went after the Maker in his house, then me in mine. I'm honored.
The city! It was supposed to be golden! It was supposed to be ours! If I cannot leave with you, I will leave through you. I seek the light! The blood, Lord! The blood is mine! The lightning strikes me! Feel the chill! You cannot outrun it! You cannot escape!
Watch out for the ice!
And the rock! Don't get too close!
Now you go!
amulet. No one's used that pattern since before the First Blight. It was unique to a small sect in Tevinter, who worshipped the god Dumat. Corypheus really was an ancient magister.
They're no myth, mage, nor have the magisters changed.
I always thought the Black City was just a story.
Maybe the Chantry's right about other things too.
I'll need to study this further.
You did well, Hawke. More than the Grey Wardens of old were able to accomplish. I will tell the Warden Commander of your service here.
You think the Wardens will give you a warm welcome looking like that? I don't think we're supposed to come back from the calling.
I must try. You've gained an ally today.
Why are you talking like that?
My head is clear now. Without Corypheus's call, I can think again. I thank you for my freedom.
The Wardens won't thank me for the deaths of their own.
Janica ignored the Warden Commander's express orders when she sought to free Corypheus. They'll be relieved she's gone. The prison stands no more. My gratitude you have for my freedom.
I said you wouldn't believe me.
When the Seekers arrived at the structure, this prison, it was destroyed. The Grey Wardens were there, but they did not mention this Larius. They claimed everyone was dead. And now you claim the champion was not only there, but defeated a Magister. One of the Magisters of old.
Left there by the Wardens themselves.
A curious tale. I wonder if there's more to it.
A small matter. A moment for the last of the family, and an echo. You'll forgive me if I take a liberty or two.
The attacks. Darkspawn. Every bloody part of it. All because of what happened years ago. And you really saw all of this? Maker. How would Mother take this strange magic? I wish I could talk to her.
I know it was hard. How much time he had to spend with Bethany and I.
He started training me too. Best he could. Then I picked up some things from those soldiers who came through. Remember when I beat him? Took the blade clean away.
He was holding back.
On magic? Sure, but not the blade. After that, well, he knew I could handle the house while he was off with you two. Another way you take after him, if I remember correctly.
Does none of this make you want to, I don't know, offer a reason for joining the Order?
Right. My great betrayal. All to spite you. Is that how you remember it? We spent so long running. And why? Because of magic, the Blight, money, and abuses. Well, I'm no mage. I'm no warden. And you didn't need me. But there was one thing I thought I could do. Father believed in a Templar. Why can't I? I have to go, sister. Duty calls.
You know Malcolm wouldn't want you two to fight. He sacrificed so we'd have a life free to choose, not always agree. His burden must have been very like yours.
And that's me, banging my head against the walls of tyranny.
You know, your father was the same way, taming the shadows with questionable wit. The best of him is still with you. The best of all of us. It's what makes you try so hard. You will always have that. We will always be family. It'll be all right.